Om Shanti. Good morning. So today morning at about 1:30 a.m., the head of BrahmaKumaris, our senior Dadi Ratan Moini ji, she left her body. We recently celebrated her 101st birthday, and she was the only Dadi remaining. So let's take a few moments and share our thoughts of love, gratitude towards Dadi. Shanti. So today is Murli for 8th April 25. The essence is sweet children. The confluence age is the most elevated age. It is during this age that you souls meet the Father, the Supreme Soul. This is your true Kumbh Mela. We know about the Kumbh Mela that happened, and this year was the Mahakumbh, right, which came after like many years. And many people went there to bathe in the Ganges. So Baba has explained to us that the significance of Kumbh Mela or the gathering is actually what people believe in devotion is the river Ganges being the purifier, and this Kumbh Mela is at a place where the river meets the ocean. So Baba says neither can a river purify the soul, right? Nor can the river cut away the sins in the soul. So the true purifier of the soul is the one supreme soul who is the ocean. And we souls are the rivers who along our journey have become dirty, covered with mud and dirt and vices. And when we meet the ocean, that is the actual meeting, the Kumbh Mela. The question is which lesson can only be taught by the Father and not by a human being? Answer: only the one Father teaches the lesson of becoming soul conscious. This lesson cannot be taught by a bodily being. First of all, you receive this knowledge of souls. You understand that we souls have come down from the Supreme Abode as actors to play our parts. The play is now ending. This drama is predestined. No one created it. This is why it has no beginning or end. So, no soul, no human can give us this message. Why? Because nobody is soul conscious. So only the Supreme Soul, who remains detached from this drama, who is ever soul conscious, can tell us to become soul conscious. The song is Awaken, O Brides, Awaken, the new age is about to dawn. Om Shanti. You children must have heard this song many times. The bridegroom is speaking to you, brides. He is called the bridegroom when he enters a body. Otherwise, he is the father, and you are children. All of you are devotees who remember God. Brides, remember the bridegroom. The bridegroom is everyone's beloved. He sits here and says to you, children, awaken now. The new age is about to come. So, Baba is the bridegroom. Can only happen now, right? So, otherwise, he's the father. But today, he's reminding of the relationship of bridegroom. And just as everybody, right, on the wedding day is waiting for the bridegroom and they get so happy when the bridegroom arrives with all the procession and everything, especially in India. So Baba says that Baba is the bridegroom, and he sits here and says to you children, awaken, O brides, I have now come, and the new age is about to come. The new age means the golden world, the new world of golden age. This iron age is an old world. The Father has now come to make you into the residence of heaven. No human being can say, I make you into the residence of heaven. Sannyasis know nothing at all about heaven or hell. Sannyasis have their religion just as there are other religions. That is not the original eternal deity religion. Only God comes and establishes the original eternal deity religion. Those who are the residents of hell then become residents of heaven, the golden age. So, when we understand this knowledge and we practice, we become residents of heaven. You are no longer residents of hell, you are at the confluence age. So, we have stepped into confluence age. This confluence is in between the two. At this confluence, you make efforts to become residents of heaven. This is why this confluence age is praised. Actually, this Kumbh Mela is the most elevated meeting. This is known as the most elevated gathering. You understand that all of you are children of the one Father. People speak of brotherhood. All souls are brothers. They say that the Hindus and the Chinese are brothers. According to all religions, all are brothers. All souls are brothers to each other. You receive this knowledge at this time. The Father explains, you are the children of myself, the Father. You are now listening to the Father in person. People simply say, for the sake of it, the Father of all souls is one, and everyone remembers just that one. There is a soul in both males and females. As souls, you are brothers. Then you become male or female, and you therefore become brothers and sisters. So the Father comes here and explains to you, children. It has been remembered that souls and the Supreme Soul remained separated for a long period of time. It is not said that the rivers remained separated from the ocean for a long period of time. It is we souls, when we came down from our home, we became separated from the Supreme Soul for a long period of time. So, large rivers are always connected to an ocean. You children know that a river is a child of an ocean. Water rises from the oceans into the clouds and it then rains on the mountains. That water then becomes a river. So they are all children, that is, sons and daughters of the ocean. Many of you don't even know where water comes from. You are taught this too. So Baba would teach all this because many of Baba's children have not even gone to school. So basic understanding Baba gives everyone, but also to understand it on a spiritual context, that we souls, we flow, merge into the ocean, that is, meet the ocean, the Supreme Soul, and then we go back home and then come down again, right? So it's like a cycle, just as there's a water cycle in nature. So you are taught this to the you children now know that only the one Father is the ocean of knowledge. It is also explained that all of you are souls. There's only the one Father. Souls are incorporeal. When they enter the corporeal world, they take rebirth. The Father can only meet you when He too comes into the corporeal world. Because we are now here in this world and Baba is up in the soul world. He can only meet us if He comes down because we can't go up. We are not pure enough to go up now. And we are so busy playing our parts in this world. So Baba has to come here to meet us. Only in this one age do you meet the Father. He has now come to meet everyone. People will find out that He is God. Shri Krishna's name was put in the Gita, but Shri Krishna cannot come here. How could He be insulted? You know that at this time, the Shri Krishna soul is here. Shri Krishna's soul is here. First of all, you receive this knowledge of souls. You have been moving around, thinking all the time that you are bodies. In fact, you are really souls. The Father has now come to make you soul conscious. Sages and holy men, etc., can never make you soul conscious. You are children and you receive the inheritance from the unlimited Father. Your intellects understand that you are residents of the supreme abode. You have come here to play your parts. This play is now ending. This drama was not created by anyone. This drama is predestined. When people ask you when this drama began, you should tell them this drama is eternal. It has no beginning or end. It changes from new to old and old to new. You children have made this lesson firm for yourselves. Because many a times when we know that this one is the creator, it's very easily to blame them. So Baba tells us that this drama is eternally predestined. There's no creator to this. It's just like how was the day created? The sun rises. Okay, who created the sun? Okay, we understand that there are all these helium atoms, that there was fusion happening in the sun and all of that. Okay, but how did it first come? Or what came first, the chicken or the egg? Right? So things like this. We have no, so if the egg came first, then how did it come first? So there are no answers to certain questions, right? Who created the air? Who created the elements? Again, eternal. So we understand eternity and put a full stop. Sometimes because our intellect because we live in this three-dimensional world, our intellect is used to the three-dimensional way of thinking. Create, sustain, destroy. Three-dimensional way of thinking. Sometimes we don't understand there's another dimension, a higher dimension to everything. And our intellect probably doesn't understand it. So Baba has explained to us this knowledge of eternity, which helps us just put a full stop to all these questions. So you know when the world is made new and when it becomes old. This remains absolutely clear in the intellects of some of you. You understand that the play is now ending and that it will repeat again. Your parts of 84 births are definitely over. The Father has now come to take us back with him. The Father is the guide, and all of you are also guides. Guides guide pilgrims. Those guides are physical, whereas you guides are spiritual. This is why you are also called the Pandav government. A Pandav means guide. However, you are incognito. What did the Pandavas, Kauravas, and Yadavas do? This question refers to the present time when it is the time of the Mahabharat war. So, this is the time of the great Mahabharat war, where the Pandavas, Kauravas, and Yadavas are fighting. And who does Baba call the Pandavas? The Pandavas are all of us, children of God, who are guides. The Kauravas are people who are so busy with their vices. And the Yadavas are these people who do scientific researches, the scientists and people with intellects who actually create bombs and missiles and all of that, right? Who are always busy and thinking about going into into other planets, aliens, and so many other things, right? They are the Yadavas. Because in the scripture where Mahabharat, right, is explained, it says that Pandavas are ones who had loving intellect, loving towards one God. Kauravas, people in their arrogance, blinded by ignorance. And Yadav army was actually Krishna's army, who were very well equipped. It was huge in number, but very well equipped. So Baba calls the world now as the Mahabharat war, which is happening right now. There's a constant war happening between the virtues and the vices. And then the scientists and everybody, which is the Yadavas, are misleading, misguiding, creating bombs and missiles and everything else. So this question refers to the present time when it is the Mahabharat war. There are now many religions. The world is Tamopradhan. The tree of the variety of religions has become completely old. You know that the first foundation of this tree is the original eternal deity religion. There are very few people in the golden age. The population grows later. No one knows this. It is also number wise amongst you. Some of you students are sensible. You imbibe these teachings very well and are interested in inspiring others to imbibe them. Some imbibe everything very well. Some are in medium number. Some are in third division and others the fourth. Those who explain in a refined way are needed at exhibitions. First of all, tell them that they have two fathers. One is this unlimited paralokic father, and the other is a limited physical father. The people of Bharat received their unlimited inheritance. Bharat was heaven, and then it became hell. This world is called the devil's kingdom. Devotion is unadulterated to begin with. People only remember Shiv Baba at that time. The father says, children, if you want to become the most elevated of humans, stop listening to things that make you degraded. Listen to the one father alone. Listen to unadulterated knowledge. Listen to things that will not take you down. Everything you hear from others is false. The Father is now telling you the truth and making you into the most elevated human beings. It was by listening to evil things that you became degraded. Light is the day of Brahma and darkness is the night of Brahma. You have to imbibe all of these points. So, yesterday, Baba explained what is day and night of Brahma. You children are number wise in every respect, anyway. Some surgeons charge 10,000 to 20,000 rupees for a single surgery, whereas others don't even have enough to eat. It is the same with lawyers. Some lawyers are famous, they charge so much, but others are not doing that well for themselves. What's the difference? The more you study and teach others, the higher the status you claim. The more you study, the more you show the practical application of your study. That's how status is received. There is a difference. Maids and servants are also number wise. Everything depends on how you study. Ask yourself, how much do I study? What will I become for many future births? Whatever you become for many births, that is what you will become in each and every cycle. Therefore, you should pay full attention to this study. Stop drinking poison completely. When Baba talks about poison, he's talking about lust. So he's saying, stop drinking poison completely. It is not said of the golden age that God washes the dirty clothes. At this time, everyone's costume is rotten. They are tamo pradhan. So, not the physical costume. God doesn't come and wash the costume, which is the body, but he washes the soul. So, this too is something that has to be explained. Whose costumes are the oldest? Ours. We continue to change our bodies. Souls continue to become impure, and their bodies too continue to become impure and old. Therefore, bodies have to be replaced. Souls are not replaced. A body grows old and then dies. This too is fixed in the drama. Everyone has a part. So, very interestingly to understand that when the soul is pure, the body is pure. The body that the soul receives is according to the soul, right? So in golden age, when the quality of the soul is 100%, the body is, the elements are 100%, so the body received is 100%. As we progress in the drama, based on our purity, that's the body that we receive. So at this time in Iron Age, if we look at the world now, the elements now, they are all impure. So whatever body the soul takes now is impure. So the bodies are old. When Baba says that Baba comes to wash the old costumes, that means he makes the soul pure so that the old costume, now I cannot change this costume. I mean, while in this body, nothing can change in the body. Yeah, what can change is if the body is old in terms of the body has all the diseases and illness and all of that. Probably that could be reversed with my purity. But also, if the body is really very impure and is not able to sustain the purity of the soul, then the soul will leave this costume and the soul takes a new costume. So, that is what Baba is talking about. That the soul will, Baba's come to give us new costumes. So everyone has a part. Souls are imperishable. Souls themselves say, I'm renouncing this body. You have to become soul conscious. If I'm attached to this body, even for me to say that, really, to accept that yes, this body is old, my part is in this body is over. Sometimes we are even attached to our seva place, our homes, family, relatives, right? And it's so difficult for us to let go of all this. And that's why Baba reminds us, become soul conscious, practice soul conscious. That will help me to detach easily. People are body conscious. For half a cycle, souls are soul conscious, and for the other half, they are body conscious. Because the deities of Golden Age are soul conscious, they are given the title conquerors of attachment. They understand that they are souls and that they have to discard their bodies and take other. There is the story about a king who conquered attachment. The father explains that the deities are conquerors of attachment. You have to discard your bodies and take your next ones in happiness. You children are receiving all of this knowledge from the Father. Having gone around the cycle, you have found Baba. Those who have been converted to other religions will also come and meet Baba. They will come and claim a small inheritance. They change their religion completely. Who knows for how long they have been in that religion? They could have taken 2 or 3 births in that. If someone was converted from a Hindu into a Muslim, he would take rebirth in that religion and then come here because the sanskars that we carry. So these are details. The father says if you are unable to remember all of these things, at least consider yourselves to be children of the Father, one Father. Even good children forget Baba. They do not remember the Father. Maya makes them forget him. You were previously slaves of Maya. You now belong to God. That is part of the drama. You have to consider yourselves to be souls and remember the Father. When you souls first entered bodies, you were pure. Then, while taking rebirth, you became impure. The Father says, now become conquerors of attachment. Do not have any attachment to your bodies. You children now have unlimited disinterest in this old world because everyone in this world only causes sorrow for one another. Therefore, forget this old world. We came bodiless and we now have to return bodiless. Right? The soul came bodiless from the home and goes back without a body. We get trapped in this world with all the bodies. This world is now going to be destroyed. In order to change you from Tamopradhan to Satopradhan, the Father says, remember me alone. Shri Krishna wouldn't say, remember me alone. Shri Krishna exists in Golden Age. The Father alone says, you call me the purifier. Therefore, now remember me. I show you the way to become pure. I show you this method each and every cycle. God has to come when the world becomes old. The duration of the drama has been made very long. Therefore, people have completely forgotten this age. You now know that this is the confluence age. This is the age for becoming the most elevated of humans. People are in immense darkness. Everyone at this time is Tamopradhan. You are now changing from Tamopradhan to Satopradhan. You are the ones who have done the most devotion. The path of devotion is now ending. Devotion takes place in this land of death. After this, that land of immortality comes. You are now taking this knowledge. Then there will be no name or trace of devotion. O God, O Ram, are all words of devotion. Here you must not make any noise. The Father is the ocean of knowledge. He doesn't make any noise. He doesn't come with great pomp, splendor, all of this noise. For him, it would be so easy, right, to reveal himself. But he doesn't do that. He remains incognito, and those who recognize him from their heart, from their inner eye, are able to connect to him and receive the inheritance. He is called the ocean of happiness and peace. Therefore, he needs a body in order to speak. No one knows what God's language is. It is not that Baba would speak in all languages. No, his language is Hindi. Baba only explains in one language. You have to translate that and explain it to others. So, Murli is translated in English and many other languages. Give the Father's introduction to all the foreigners, etc., you meet. He is now establishing the original eternal deity religion. Also explain the Trimurti. Prajapita Brahma has so many BrahmaKumaris and Kumaris. First ask anyone who comes, to whom have you come? A board has been put up outside. Prajapita is the one through whom creation takes place. So Baba, Shiv Baba, when he enters uh, Dada Lake Raj, he renames him to Prajapita Brahma. So he cannot be called God. Brahma cannot be called God. Only the incorporeal one can be called God. The BrahmaKumaris and Kumaris are the children of Brahma. Why have you come here? Why do you want to meet our father? The father would only need the children. We know the father very well. So the saying, son shows father, has been remembered. We are his children. So based on our behavior and interaction, we can reveal who is teaching us, who our father is. Acha? To you, sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning. From the mother, the father, Bapdada, the spiritual father says Namaste to you, spiritual children, and the spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharna. In order to become the most elevated human being, you must not listen to evil things which would make you degraded. Only listen to this unadulterated knowledge from the one Father. Don't listen to evil things. So much is out there. Social media, Netflix, and, Prime videos and Max, and so many. There's so much content that's being created. But what is in everything? Even though it's educational content, but it's still influencing people's minds. So Baba says, be very careful of what are you consuming. In order to become free from attachment, make full effort to become soul conscious. Your intellect must remember that this old world only causes sorrow. Therefore, you have to forget it and have unlimited disinterest in it. Today's blessing. May you have an elevated reward and experience the ascending stage. May you have an elevated reward and experience the ascending stage by remaining aware of all your attainments of the confluence age. The speciality of meeting God and of receiving God's knowledge is in having imperishable attainments. It is not that the confluence age is just an effort making life and that the golden age is a life of the reward of that. The speciality of confluence age is that you take one step and receive 1,000 steps of help as your reward. So it's not that in con we only have to make effort, do good. And that's why people think, who has seen next life? Who has seen golden age? I don't know. So it is this birth. Let me just eat, drink, enjoy, have fun in this birth. But law of karma carries forward, not just for next birth, but it starts from this birth. So it is not just effort, but it is also an elevated reward that we receive at this time. Constantly keep this in front of you. By seeing the reward, you will easily experience the ascending stage. Sing the song, I have attained what I wanted to attain. And you will be saved from choking or nodding off. Choking or nodding off means you will be saved from making mistakes or just being careless or lazy. So look at all the attainments that I have received after I belong to Baba. Don't look at all the different tests that came to me after belonging to Baba, but look at how Baba has helped me. Look at all the attainments. Look at all the treasures that I'm receiving at this time. And that's how we look at the rewards, which are all these attainments. And that's how we keep pushing ourselves to perform, to make effort. Slogan: the breath of Brahmins is courage, with which even the most difficult task becomes easy. The breath of Brahmins is courage, with which even the most difficult task becomes easy. Today's Avir signal. You saw Father Brahma. He always experienced himself to be combined with the Father and also gave that experience. No one can separate this combined form. Such worthy children constantly experience themselves to be combined with the Father. No power can separate them. So, the more and more I keep practicing the combined form, the more and more I experience being combined with the Father. And the more and more I become a karma yogi. So, no power can separate them, just like Shiv Shakti. They're together. No power can separate. The power is in me. Right? So God's power is in me. So it's merged in me. Not that God is merged in me. God's powers are merged in me. So being combined means I understand that there are two entities, but they are combined. So combined as one. Sure. Om. So today's Murli, very much simple Murli, but also talking about the drama, understanding that this is eternal, each one has a part to play. Baba, as the bridegroom, has come to awaken us. So, do I belong to the one bridegroom? Practice of soul consciousness. Baba is teaching us, reminding us of soul consciousness. He alone can keep reminding us of that because he alone is the one who remains soul conscious at all times. So, today's Murli is a lot about becoming detached. What is needed is practice of soul consciousness, becoming detached from your body, from this old world, have disinterest in this world, be mindful of what you're consuming, whether it is food, drink, or even thoughts or media. What am I consuming? So let's remember Baba. I stabilize myself in my soul conscious form. I, the soul, am eternal, immortal being of light. I, the soul, play various parts in the drama cycle. I have come down from my sweet silent home into this world, taken a costume of this body, and I play my part. But over a period of time, I become attached to the part that I play, to the costume that I wear. I have changed many different costumes. I have played a variety of parts, but the costume and parts do not define me. I, the soul, am beyond my part, beyond this costume of the body. In this soul awareness, I look at everyone around me as souls, playing their parts with their costumes. But I choose to look at the soul, my brother's soul, who is God's child, just as I am. Shanti. Om Shanti. So have a great day with Baba. Shanti.